Hello, guys. Welcome to week 7 for TBI League. Today, I believe, is our last game of week 7. We have Gold Core versus MadCuzBad. First map being on Border. I think MadCuzBad is ahead of Gold Core by just a little bit. I could be wrong. I haven't looked at standings in a little bit. All right, looks like both teams are ready. Let's get started. Sounds perfect. This should be a close game then. Gonna be another long triple overtime game. Bro, imagine if they had infinite overtime in this league.
Though I like the having to win 2 rounds in a row in overtime.
I did forget to unmute you in OBS, so they couldn't hear you for a little bit. But you should be good now.
I'm just yapping to myself.
Alright, Blackbeard and Dokkaebi, pretty common bans. I can see for Border either in a zombie ban, maybe a Vigil ban, honestly. Valkyrie also works.
Target ban on flip is what they're saying. Banning the Valkyrie. Although Valkyrie is very good on this map.
Fenrir ban.
The Fenrir ban.
Over in a zombie is crazy. This map is probably one of the better maps for a zombie, honestly.
Yeah, you can get a good setup in CCTV. It'll make that very hard to push for the attack.
Alright, defenders going for the default top floor hold. This is Gold Core's pick. That is why they are on attack, I believe.
Locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
They are going for that main wall Mira. It's going to be a long angle that they hold there.
Bomb located by attackers.
A little something I do for my own entertainment when Sushi is in the game. I like to set over-under lines of how many
shield rounds
times he plays shield rounds. What do you think a good line will be? He's already got one right now, so we're kind of.
He can always switch before the start. Don't worry. Don't forget that.
10 seconds left.
If Sushi's on attack, he's on a shield.
Last one was
99% of the time.
Last one was over under 7.5, and I got it right on the over at 8.
You were the only one who got it right on the over at 8. We're gonna put it at 8.5 this time. 8.5 line. 8.5.
Let's have a good look.
Alright, attackers might try to go for this east side. Looks like they're going for a straight east side push. Nobody pushing that main side for the Mira. Sushi looks like he's setting people up for these crosses.
Is there anybody
Defenders, they have
below?
a default cam. I believe Beefo did hard ping him, he did. No defender, I believe, playing below right now. Flippy getting ready for a C4. Will he get the pick? Misses it. Going for the plant.
Plant's already going down.
Mira misses a C4, trying to pre-fire through the wall, misses everything, gets the plant down, trashes to pick up the Arendelle on the cross. Another pick on the Beefo. Specs flanking around, actually getting a kill from below. Gonna get another one, miss a shot, Bappo spots another. That is Sicko on the top of the stairs, just a pick. Stealth in a 1v4. Gets one. Monty knows where he is. Gets another kill onto Trax. Brings it to a 1v2. I don't believe this round is doable any longer. ran out of time. Sicko finishing him off though.
Gold Core got the call to go for the plant, and 2 C4s were missed in there. There was just no way to deny it. MadCuzBad opting to go back to the same objective. They're bringing a Goyo to slow it down this time. Solus. I'm assuming the Solus is going to play downstairs to try and help deny that plant as well.
All right, they did drop the mirror this time for Solus. Not an operator you see very much anymore. Her nerfs have really, her 2 nerfs actually, have really made her a lot worse.
5 seconds
She ended up
remaining.
with 2 nerfs?
Yeah, the first half nerf that they did,
Attackers are heading out
where they got rid of the scans, and they nerfed her again, even though she really didn't need it. Who would have guessed? Solus below. Sushi. Looks like they're going for more of a main push this time. Terminator setting up a drone.
They have pings on the Goyo. That's CC.
Bappo dying to Specs from this hallway. Specs pushing up on the balcony, going for the cross.
It's like Sushi's getting active on the Goyo.
Another one too. Sushi picks one, Specs gets the other. I think Specs got credit for both kills. Specs misses the shots onto Stealth. Flippy and Stealth in a 1 or 2v5. Stealth gets to pick onto Sicko. Dying to Trax, I believe, or getting injured at least to Trax. Flippy going below. Here's the person going above. Hits the C4, or Specs goes down a little bit from that C4. Just holding the stairs. He's all the way around on balcony. 1v3, it is doable. Sushi at 1 HP, Specs at half. He just has to find them. Sushi just finally finishes off Stealth. Flippy just to pick on a turn. The only full health operator. The Goyo, he has to run through it. Gets to pick onto one, misses the other. He's not going to have enough time with the Goyo. He's just going to go for the pick. Misses a shot. Specs finishing him off.
Good round from Specs. That was 3K, I believe.
Specs did get 3.
Gold Core's rolling right now. The attack.
This is Gold Core's pick. They have played this map quite a bit on their season this season.
MadCuzBad opting to not go upstairs for the 3rd time. Instead going bathroom and tellers.
Defenders,
So it
protect
looks
your
like they
bombs
will
from
have a
being by
bit
attackers.
of up or hold with this mirror.
Mira is just going straight top floor right now. If you need immediate medical attention.
Of a bomb.
Playing Fountain. If nobody plays with him, it will be a hard place to hold,
10 seconds to insertion.
just because of that office window and triple wall.
5 seconds to go.
Surely they won't leave him upstairs by himself.
Legion looks like he's up there with him,
Attackers are
Flippy.
moving to defuse a bomb.
Okay, reinforcing a couple walls.
Screw that radio.
Time to. Reloading. Barricading the door.
Attackers looks like they're going for more of a direct take, not even bothering the upstairs right now. Two are actually up there. Sicko and Sushi.
These drones, it looks like they want to hop in the window. They want Sushi to hop in the window and go for a plan on the vending machine. But without clearing the bathroom or getting any top floor clearance. Oh, Sushi's upstairs, I take that back.
Sushi
Yeah, don't
is
clear out.
upstairs. If Sushi dives up here with the fuser, this is going to be a tough round for the attackers. Mira did spot him. Sushi just dropping. They have sight.
Oh,
They
they're
have
in
full
sight.
B sight. They have full B sight. Sicko just has to watch this cross up top.
Attackers activating diffuser.
Flippy pushing up slowly. Gets hit once by Sicko. He has to rotate around. Sicko knows this. He gets caught out by Flippy. Flippy now has control of the balcony. One of the few spots.
Attackers need to protect.
Attackers just going straight into sight. Sushi getting one. Another dying. Bappo getting a trade. Just flipping Bappo. 2v3 with a Monty on diffuser. Bappo gets another one of tracks. Specs finishing off Bappo. Specs just outside the window. Sushi by himself. Flippy gets the pick. Doesn't have enough time left. Specs finishes off Flippy for the second round in a row. So many picks coming out in those last couple minutes. Gold Core with another successful attack. Defenders just not covering the angles they need to.
They must have seen something and knew that they were able to flood site, because Sushi looked like he was going to clear top floor, and as soon as someone else got inside, he just sprinted downstairs and started planning. Gold Core going flawless on their attacking quarter. Let's see if MadCuzBad can do the same. And I'm not gonna lie, I have not been keeping track, although I can pretty much say Sushi has been a shield for 4 rounds now.
He has. He's
Bomb
been a
located
shield.
by attackers.
3 of the 4 rounds. 4 right now.
With the line at 8.5, it may go under if MadCuzBad does not start picking up any rounds.
10 seconds left before insertion. 5 seconds left before insertion.
Looks like Trax going for a spawn peek. Let's see if he gets it.
The attacker's bomb diffuser has
The
been
attackers
dropped.
did shoot a cam. He's
Attackers
ready for
recovered
it.
The bomb diffuser.
They're gonna see engagement.
Trax gets a shot onto Bappo. Hits him twice. Bappo 20 HP.
Shield ready.
Nice, he's still holding that angle.
Trax always does this. He's one of the most aggressive players on this map. He will hold the spawn peek until he kills somebody. Are a couple people downstairs. Flippy knows where Specs is. Specs trying to pre-fire.
Sequence activated.
They know where 2 players are. Flippy trying not to give up his position right now. Specs gets the pick.
Attackers have dropped the bomb.
Turninator with another pick onto Walk Sippa. Trash is holding east. Attackers falling apart.
I'm ready for you bastards.
Arundel tries to Quick peek misses the shots. Stealth finding out real quick that Clash, or Sushi's on Clash. Papo getting picked to the wall, Specs. Specs almost finishing off Stealth, he does! Sushi gets Arundel with the SMG.
Flawless round for Gold Core here. If you're a MadCuzBad fan, that is not what you wanted to see. Start your attacking half.
One of Gold Core's favorite maps, especially Specs. Specs, I don't think I've ever seen Specs do bad on this map. Specs currently 9-1.
Attackers need to locate and
Flippy
defuse
doing the
as many
best
bombs as
for
they can.
MadCuzBad at 5-4, followed closely by Bappo and Stealth. Walksipa, or Bifo and Arundel, the two subs for today, both 0-4.
It's a tough pull from the sub pool.
Deploying razor wire. Setting the welcome mat. Working is ready. Use it if you have to. Reloading.
Did both teams have 2 subs, or is it just
Wall secured.
MadCuzBad?
I believe Gold Core, yeah, Gold Core is 2 subs. They're missing Ducky and Do.
5
Okay.
seconds to insertion.
So Sicko and Turn are also subs.
Yep.
Attacker's objective is
They're
to defuse
both-
a bomb.
You know, holding their weight. They're even.
We have the Sicko 2-2, Turninator 3-2. Specs getting a spawn pick on
Specs has
Arundel,
killed
taking a
somebody.
lot of damage though. Trying to look at the scoreboard, and Specs deciding to spawn peek. Frost gonna die to the
Oh.
drone hole. Flippy picking off Turn,
Deploying shock drone.
ruining his KD.
I just had to point it out. Caster curse, my bad.
Let's do this. Deploying shock.
It's like MadCuzBad wants this top 4 control.
Attackers are clearing upstairs, but there's nobody up here anymore. Goyo did drop. Trax is just watching the hatch, waiting for somebody to peek him.
He is holding that aggressive angle. He could catch someone off guard.
Getting a better angle.
Reloading.
Attackers being nowhere near that angle, it's going to be hard for them to push it. They know at least 2 are upstairs.
Spinning up.
Trax not holding the hatch anymore. Specs now looking
not-
for it.
Oh, here's the engagement.
Trax gets the pick on the stealth.
Takes it off. I'm not sure how I feel about this.
Attackers
Not
just
kick.
stuck over here. They don't have any way to open these walls without the defenders being able to see them. Trax dying to Flippy in customs. Not sure how he got here. Trax
Almost
sees the
getting
guy through the
wall-banged.
wall, but he missed the shots.
Deploying CCE.
I don't think he noticed that he was here. Sicko watched the guy cross. I don't think they know he's here. Sushi dying. Now Sicko revealing himself. Playing more aggressive. Misses the shot. Specs in a 1v3. Bifo taking a lot of damage from I don't even know what. Flippy planting. Planting on the default corner.
Attackers activating diffuser.
Doesn't see him behind the bomb.
Getting a better angle.
Specs just trying to find these pigs. Can't find anybody so far. Injures the knock. Here's the sound of a vault. He hears him moving. He knows he's in that corner. Missed the shots. Bappo with the kill on the Specs.
Bailiff kill. Hip fire bailiff kill. Let's go. And that is MadCuzBad stopping the bleeding.
MadCuzBad's first round, and it happened on attack. I remember this used to be an attacker-sided map. I'm not sure if it is still. Just because this map goes to whoever swings the most aggressively, honestly.
Did Flippy get 3 or 4 that last round? Anyway, he was putting in
Attackers
work on
need to
that
locate and
last round.
defuse bombs.
Flippy got tracks, turn.
I believe he got 1 more.
And I
Attackers
don't
have
know.
located a bomb.
I don't know either. Anyway,
Defenders decide to go vents instead of bathroom again, fully reinforcing this backside, opting not to play bathroom tellers.
Deploying ADS.
10 seconds to
It doesn't
insertion.
look like anybody's playing upstairs. They are reinforcing the main fallback hatch
5
for if
seconds
anybody
left.
would play upstairs.
Guns ready.
Unless they just plan on playing their life.
Attacker's objective is to defuse the
Trax
Looks
may
like-
just be trying to play his life.
it's like MadCuzBad wants to go for this window plant with the Capital and Lion and Grim.
It is Flippy's favorite plant. They do
Attackers
love
lost
going
the
for this
diffuser.
quick plant.
Everyone's on that side of the map. It may end up happening.
recovered the
Already
bomb.
burning the Goyo.
Another Goyo getting burned. It does waste some time. The attackers are now repelling up. Blitz pushing upstairs. Trax might be more focused on the window than his flank.
Selma sequence activated.
They have a drone on him. They know he's here. Blitz just going to be rushing at him. Trax, Terminator picking off stealth. Arendelle getting one. Flippy getting turned. Specs also upstairs. Can't find the pick. Whoever was outside injured one. Specs finishes them off. Flippy with a pick. Flippy planting. Specs in a 1v3. Specs sees his shoulder, misses the shots. He's 1 HP.
Attackers are activating the diffuser.
2 of the attackers are 1 HP. He jumped off. Looks like the attackers went outside main door. Specs gets the pick on the Beefo. Specs try to go for the quick rotate back. Realizes the hatch is reinforced. 25 seconds left. This is tough. Specs gets one. Flippy might... Yeah, Flippy on a hard angle to contest Specs.
Yeah, that's impossible with the Capital on the board.
Specs misses him, trying to find him. He's on the bus. Flippy finishing him off. 2-4 for MadCuzBad.
Don't call it a comeback.
Goldcore back onto attack.
Speaking of back, Flippy putting his team on his back. 10-4 right now. Another 3K.
Everybody
Always
on
had more.
MadCuzBad finally has their team not having 0 kills, or every teammate having at least 1 kill.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Hopefully MadCuzBad has some adjustments for their defense this time. 'Cause after getting flawless on their defensive quarter last time.
MadCuzBad is usually really good at adapting to the opponent they're playing. That's why their games typically go into overtime, but MadCuzBad can finish this out in regulation. They just have to win 5 of the next 6 rounds.
You just have to lock in.
10 seconds
Exactly.
to insertion. 5 seconds to insertion.
look in the mirror and go, I understand it now, and just kill everybody.
Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Attacker's probably going for a main push again.
Loading your mag.
Arendelle leaving himself quite open in here.
Let's have a good look.
They have a drone on Arendelle. They know he's here. Sushi going for the peek. Misses the shots. Arendelle dies to turn.
That's the peak.
Bifo trying to get the pick onto him. Gets a knife onto Sushi.
It's always satisfying getting a knife kill on a shield.
Sicker's holding
Flippy
across.
outside of the
Trying to
map.
run out. Turn hits Flippy once. Bifo knows he's on this door. Trax just walked in. Bifo with the pick onto Sicko. Trax knows someone's back here. He heard him lay down. Gets the pre-fire. Another one on the cross. Bappo gets picked off by Trax. Trax might be able to pick off Bifo here. Ooh, Bifo with the good pick. Hears him on metal. It is a very hard sound cue to hear. Both 1 HP. Turn gets to pick onto Flippy. Turn could plant, but Specs finishes him off. Trax doing a good job of just getting into sight and getting those picks he needed.
Assuming that was Flippy's whiff of the year. Is that what he's talking about?
I'd assume Flippy got into a gunfight with Turn, but missed a lot of bullets onto him. Gold core going up 2-5.
Once again, swapping off that top floor site and does not want to go there for a fourth time.
They did lose bathroom tellers last time they tried going.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Now, at what point do you go, okay, these sites aren't working, and go customs?
Swapping mag.
I'm not sure. MadCuzBad did give up full control of that B site last time they played this. So they just need to fix that, and then they can win.
EDD prime. Plus 1,000 prime. EDD prime.
I believe it.
That's clear.
They do have an Azami. The first Azami I've seen this map should probably be played more, especially when they're trying to hold
10 seconds to go.
the CC.
Demounted. Let them
There's a little bookcases
5 seconds
area,
remaining.
pit, however you want to call it.
Explosive ordnance hunt.
Attackers are
Sounds
moving
good to
out
me.
to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Not seeing the mirror for the top floor this time.
It is a
Some
similar
Flippy's
setup with the
just
same walls
running around.
reinforced, but Flippy just gonna run around up here. Attackers again. Sushi on the shield.
They cleared the blast.
He's at 7 right now.
Trax first pick first pick from Bappo.
Securing the door.
Maybe MadCuzBad can close this round out based off that open space.
Sushi dying to Flippy. Flippy almost getting traded out with quick thinking, dashing to that wall.
Drone activated.
Took himself out with the dash through that wall.
Specs playing this
Deploying field.
really aggressively. Did Stealth not hear the punch?
Where was that punch?
It was on that triple wall right behind him.
Why is it soft? And you're at least why are you playing there if it's soft? Very lucky to get away out of that position.
Turn knows there's a guy in this corner. Just not able to push up due to fear. Misses the shot.
Using frag.
Gets the frag out.
Hurt.
Specs with the pick on the Bifo. Sicko and Workshop might be able to finish off. Babo pick onto Sicko. Turn and Specs holding these angles. They have to be aware of these frost mats under the windows. Specs are trying to hold the cross. Flippy going for a long flank. I think Specs heard him. Specs did hear him. Gets the pick. Specs injured. This is the one in bathroom. Doc not able to. Oh, they don't have a doc. I thought they did. Arendelle and Bappo trying to hold a cross. They didn't know where each other are. Arendelle misses the impact. Bappo pushing up, not looking at the right side of the door. Arendelle with one pick. Bappo now on the cross holding. Specs is ready for it. Specs with the pick on the one. Quad for Specs if he can finish this off. Arendelle 1 HP.
Seconds to go.
Specs has diffuser. He's just trying not to die here.
10 seconds to go.
He hears him.
5 seconds remaining.
Arendelle not getting to a safe spot on time.
Specs with the ace clutch. Looking like he's gonna get a 20 bomb. He's at 19 right now.
He is at 19 and 3.
It's a wild stat line.
Specs with the 1vx 1v2 finish on that round, getting the ace. Played that perfectly. I don't know what Frost was thinking, not looking at lobby, knowing he was still there.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
And MadCuzBad going back to that top floor site.
Attackers have discovered the location
They've
of a
lost it 3 times so far. Maybe the 4th time is the charm. You know, Peyton called it. He said, incoming game from Arendelle. Bro his ass. Currently 2 and 3, or 2 and 8, my bad. Worst on MadCuzBad this game.
10 seconds left before insertion.
We'll say I need MadCuzBad to get one more
5 seconds
round
left.
at least because I had the over of 8.5 shield picks on stealth, and he is at 8 right
I
now.
mean, Sushi?
Or, yeah, Sushi. I was looking at stealth. Sushi is at 8 though. Come on, MadCuzBad. We need one more round. And hopefully he plays Clash.
Sushi going for the blitz instead of the Monty on the site. Terran getting picked by Flippy. He just ran out the window. Attackers doing something. Trash getting some damage onto Beefo. Beefo full flashed. Sicko and Specs both get a pick. Nobody currently flanking on metal. Bappo swings tracks on the door with the question
Hit him with
mark.
the question mark.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
C4 coming out from Flippy. Is he ready for the push-up? No, he's not. Another nade coming out from Specs. Specs with another kill. Hits the 21. Sicko with a pick onto stealth. A 1v3 for Bappo. Bappo on the flank. Able to get one. Can't get Specs. Specs 22 on this first map. Gold Core finishing off 7-2.
Not what I expected. I expected a lot closer map. But, I mean, when you have Specs going 22 and 3, it's... There's not much you can do about that. There's not much you can do about it.
Crazy game from Specs.
We're going to have to get this right. A piss test or something. He's on something. 20 bombs 3 weeks in a row.
All right, well, we will be right back with you guys. We're going to go on a 5-minute break for our map 2. See you next map, which is Chalet. Hello, hello. We are back. Beefo had to be subbed out, so the new player for MadCuzBad is Skates, someone you know and love. We are getting right back into our map too. On Chalet, how do you feel? How do you think this map is gonna go?
How do I want it to go, or how do I think it's gonna go?
How do you think it's gonna go?
After the dominant first map Goldcore has, I think Goldcore is gonna take it.
That was Goldcore's map. Chalet is a fair second map. Both teams play it a lot.
I believe if Specs is able to keep up his pace, I don't think there's anything MadCuzBad can do. We'll see if it carries over into this map though. Is Sushi banning don't ban Monty? I'm moving the line down to 7.5 rounds for Sushi this time. Over under, what do you got?
For shield or sushi shield rounds?
Sushi's shield round.
Depends on how many rounds I think this map is gonna be. You know, Sushi could play a shield on every round, as far as I know.
Surely we go over 7.5. I had the over last time at 8.5. The line dropped to 7.5. I think we're gonna take that.
You always go down one. 7.5,
Always go
perfectly doable. If I can get it, so can you. MadCuzBad are starting to attack this map. Attack can sometimes be the better side.
Pretty much the same bands coming out, other than the Azami. The Azami was traded for a Fenrir last game. Starting off on kitchen and dining for Goldcore.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
I don't want to
Kitchen-
say interesting, but it's not normal. I mean, every side on this map is viable.
Kitchen and dining is probably the least popular site that people choose on this map. Most popular first site's probably bar, followed by basement, then top floor. Kitchen is usually a forgotten site.
Surya in place.
But maybe Goldcore have prepped this, knowing that they don't attack kitchen very often.
10 seconds to go.
The site is a lot of setup
Really?
though.
I want to see where these mirrors are
5
going
seconds
down.
to insertion.
That
One.
is a weird mirror to
Attackers
place
are
down.
moving
Usually it's
out to
placed on the
locate a bomb
other
and defuse
side.
it.
Okay.
Jammer
He
ready.
Yeah,
is doing
think
that on the
about
other
it
side,
for a
looks like.
second.
Device position.
He's joking. He's joking.
Alright, Skates lining this up to get this window. He's the only one that can. He almost missed it. Flippy gets the pick onto Sicko.
Good communication and timing coming out.
Specs getting the trade onto Skates. Specs continuing his dominance. Turn, prepping a C4 for this window, waiting for a repel.
A bomb has been located.
Sicko at least got one down. Not sure if he's going to be able to get another one. Or, fuck, Sicko got one down. Not sure if he got the other one down. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. Flippy with the Twitch drones only got one off the wall. Turn has none left in hand though. Not sure where his last one went. Sees him on the wall, gets to pick onto Batbo. Gets traded immediately from these stairs. Arundel downs him. Flippy top floor. Specs looks like he's going for a long flank from these stairs.
Loading.
Arundel watching. Somebody probably called Specs out. Flippy also looking. They have to have a drone on him. They do. Yellow ping's coming out. Flippy gets one shot off onto Specs. Sushi looks like he's returning to site. Or no, still upstairs. Specs returned to site. Trying to get the pick onto the door. It's tough. Sushi just holding. Specs hits a pick onto Arendelle. Diffuser dropped. Flippy trying to get picks on the cross. Stealth jumps in. Flippy dying to Specs. Specs dying to Stealth. Sushi just going, looking for these default plants. Sees the guy cross. Tries, gets the call. Hits Stealth once. Twice. Sushi with the final kill. Or final shot onto him. Headshot.
Well, we saw Specs pick up right where he left off, starting the game with 3 kills. Gold Core opted to go for the basement site this time. Interesting scene as I was gonna say maybe they go for a smoke bomb.
Defenders, protect your bombs.
I'm
from being
not
defused
seeing
by
the correct
attackers.
operators for smoke bomb. At least not right now.
Getting Vulcan set up.
There it is. Well, Glass can't see through the sense walls anymore, can he?
Explosive
I'm not too sure.
secured.
I believe once they made
You
sense,
can stop worrying about grenades now.
I know Warden can't see through them. I'm not sure about Glass.
Showing station in position.
I'll find out.
10 seconds to go.
You can stop worrying about grenades now.
5 seconds left.
Turn, maybe going for a spawn peek.
Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb.
Never
and defuse
mind. No spawn peek tries. Oh no, I have this bug. No. 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 Okay,
Oh,
we got it.
there we go. If you spam it, it fixes.
90% of the time.
90% of the time works 100% of the time.
Skate's just watching for these jump outs. Flippy also a bit cautious. We're going for main breach, getting a couple off. Skates just holding. Everybody
Glass
rotating
cannot.
back to the main breach.
Glass cannot see through the sense wall.
Turn, trying to get some of that. They're trying to get some of that drone to be removed. Bappo planting. I'm not sure if he can actually see through it.
Attackers
Bappo does
activate
get the plant off though.
He cannot.
Attackers
the
need to
new
protect the diffuser.
buff to
Position
sense.
compromised.
Either Warden.
Flippy gets a
Nor
pick onto
Glass.
Sushi. Skates with a pick on the turn. Tracks also dying to Skates. Bappo perfectly executed attack from MadCuzBad.
This is the kind of back and forth we expect to see from these two teams.
It could have all.
That's what we want to see.
It could have definitely gone downhill if they just threw one C4, but I don't know if they had any.
Gold Core opting to not go back to basement, deciding to go to Bar Gaming for their final defense of this
Attackers have
quarter.
located a bomb.
Bar Gaming does make a lot of sense considering they lost basement. It is a little hard. Or it is a little harder to defend that basement site, especially when they do a plan like that.
Time for some home improvement.
Arendelle switching out for the Mav. Probably gonna go basement and get this stock wall. Very common for Mav to do that.
10 seconds
They
left.
already
before
have
insertion.
a pre-place down there.
Reloading!
5 seconds to insertion.
I just want to point out, I am not a fan of the Doc P90.
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
Doc P90 is criminal.
Calibrating ammo.
Maybe it's what he likes. Both guns work just fine, honestly.
Drone.
I mean, if you hit heads.
Are you telling me you don't hit heads?
I do not. I am a body shot king.
More deployed.
Defender's going for a full basement. Specs on a drone. Taking some damage from that. Specs getting shot really low.
Gun ammo!
Like he's just gonna try and retreat to where the Doc can see him. That's exactly what's happening.
Specs sitting all the way back up. Doc trying really hard not to miss. Flippy gonna be able to get the pick on a Trash. Trash not paying too much attention to his front door. They know there's two here. The Twitch hitting the window. Specs picking off Flippy. From bar.
It's like the defenders do have that garage right now.
Attackers just have so many drones. Defenders don't really have much room. Stealth getting the pick on the Specs from these stairs that should have been known at least at some point. They are worried about this mirror window. Turn dying to skates from this main door. 2 holding control of this basement. Sicko waiting for the jump in, gets the pick, has diffuser. Sushi also upstairs with him. This could be an easy win for Goldcore. Sushi currently spotted by Deimos, waiting for the run up. Stealth just holding. Misses the C4. Sushi not ready for the run up. Sicko by himself. Is he gonna be ready for the split push? Currently being scanned by Deimos. Deimos is gonna know exactly where he is. He's just gonna drop back to sight. The soul, that Claymore almost killed him.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
Stealth not able to finish him off here. One drop into lobby. Maybe he heard him. Doc did hear him. Misses the shots. Dies to the other hatch drop, taking a lot of damage. Flashed. Not able to get anything here.
Another good attack coming out from MadCuzBad.
MadCuzBad with another great attacking round. You can see the work they've put in, at least to IGLing, to make sure that these attacks go at least semi-smoothly. Alright, defenders going bar first. Not having that Mira does make me a little worried for them. But they do have
Attackers have
just a
discovered the
shield and
location
some
of a
way to
bomb.
stop anybody from getting it. Well, not anybody. Flores still can. First round for
Muted
Sushi
off
Shield.
correctly. It is first round for Sushi Shield. He didn't play any
10
shields
seconds.
on defense.
Maybe
Kinda
that's
making me
why
regret
Gold
taking the over
5
again.
seconds to go.
Maybe that's why Goldcore didn't win. Sushi didn't go shield.
Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
That is also very true. You know what? We'll blame that for
Magnets ready.
Sushi looks like he's pushing for more of a library take.
Initiating jammer.
Rest of this team looking to push main.
Deploying the drone.
attackers just kind of droning out. No aggression yet.
A lot of site setup still go happening right now. Reinforcements, mute jammers.
Arundel waiting to blow the C4, waiting to hear a punch. Nobody currently punching it though. Trying to get a pick, misses the shots. Bappo just sitting on the shield. Track's not able to jump in. Flippy just holding the window from below. Bappo missing the shots. Skates getting a pick on the Specs, laying down on an angle he has no
Stand by to witness the
business ever trying. Sicko not ready.
Device ready.
This time he goes down the stairs. Sicko missing the shots. Turn, getting the trade. One more in library. Looks like Skates trying to go for the long flank.
Loading mag.
No attackers currently ready for this flank.
Do they have a drone or a good headset? Is the question. Stealth with a good kill on the tracks.
Skates holding these holes. Not sure if he's going to attach anybody out. Attackers not currently looking anywhere near these holes.
15 seconds left.
15 seconds left. Flippy going back upstairs. Sushi going down to a frost mat. Stealth finishing him off. They know he's here.
5 seconds to go.
Stealth with the pick on the turn.
Stealth with a triple on the round. Good round for him.
One was a frost mat, so
Hey, kill is kill. Take him any way you can get him these days. Sushi is selling the over right now on Finka to start. He could swap, which is very high likely.
I mean, if you count both games, you hit the over.
Defenders protect
By
the bombs
one
from
right
being
now.
defused by
By
attackers.
one.
Oops, hit the wrong button.
Banshee set.
MadCuzBad, still no Mira. Flippy opting for the Scopos.
Bomb located by attackers.
A less, I guess, utility-based op and more just to frag out.
Talos coming up.
This is Stealth's map right now. 5-1, going crazy. Skates not far behind at 4-1.
10 seconds to insertion.
Setting the welcome mat.
Spec still doing the best on his team, but he's
5
slowed
seconds
down.
to go.
He had that good opening round. It was 3-0 and 1 kill since over the last 3 rounds.
Sushi on a shield.
Loading mag.
Sicko probably gonna go for this castle. Oh, never mind. I don't even know who got rid of that.
RED active.
He looked at it just as confused as we did.
Sushi dying to Flippy. Sicko taking a lot of damage as well from somebody. I don't even know.
All I know is that he did swap to a shield. Anyway, man advantage for MadCuzBad. I'm gonna start calling it MCB.
Go
I'm
ahead.
tired of saying that like too much.
Attackers drop the diffuser.
Flippy, another pick on the turn. Roaming perfectly here. Strax getting injured on the drop.
Falling off the map, the roof.
He has to be aware that you can't do that right now. You just can't. Trash getting jumped out on by Flippy. Flippy with a triple right now. Specs getting hit by the beeper.
Frag grenade
Flippy
out!
might try to rotate back up to get this ace. Flippy dies to Sitko. Can't even get the ace anymore. They know
the master
one's
player on the
in
drone.
master. Specs cautious of a flank that's not coming. Sitko gets a pick onto the
Moving back.
skates. That's the one in bedroom. He knows there's one bathroom. Specs clearing out the bathroom right now. Hears him on the door. Gets pre-fired. Stealth. Finally drops to Sitko. Sitko, 20 HP. One shot will kill him. They know he's here. They know he has to drop hatch or go down the stairs. Arendel's ready for either. Arendelle was actually in a safe spot. I don't think he knew. Sitko realizes that's a clone. Bappo ready for the drop. He doesn't see... Sitko doesn't see him.
15 seconds remaining.
There's no way for Sitko to win this by
10
going all the way
seconds
around.
Attackers
has to grab
recovered the bomb
diffuser, though.
diffuser.
Bappo
5
hears him
seconds
on the door, isn't ready for him, misses the shots.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser. Attackers have dropped the
Finally
bomb
finishes
diffuser.
him off. Another good round from MadCuzBad. Goldcore, you know, is one of the few teams that have used their tac timeouts in this league. So maybe they take one soon.
Looking like MadCuzBad is wanting to do Goldcore what happened to them on the first map.
A reverse map 1.
Reverse map 1. 7-2. Is it 7-2 or
Attackers
7-3?
need to
I believe it was
locate and
7-2.
defuse bombs.
It was 7-2 in Goldcore's favor, map 1.
Changing mag!
Bomb
MCB
located by attackers.
looking a lot better on this map than they were on map 1.
Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta get that first map out of the way and, you know, wake up.
Not sure if they're just not comfortable or if Skate coming in as a sub has helped
10
comms
seconds
and
to go.
morale a lot more. Who's to tell?
Reloading, cover the shell.
5
He's
seconds
also
left.
playing
before
very
insertion.
well.
Attackers' objective is to defuse a bomb.
Adding some protection from grenades.
Who tried to run out? Skates. Flippy waiting for any sound cue over Rappel here to jump out. He hears a Rappel, goes for the run out,
Defender is exposed.
gets to pick onto tracks. Almost dies on the refrag from Sitko, but Sitko misses him. Stealth hits him a little bit. And Sitko goes down to Flippy as well. Specs currently watching it. Misses Flippy, dies to Skates in a corner.
Have Sushi and BFE with the glass.
This is a map where you can't be that aggressive. You have to try to take it a little slower. So she's still sitting here waiting
Sequential breaching
for them
activated.
to peek him.
We have company. Loading new magazine.
Turn knows that somebody shot it off, but he doesn't even look right there. Sushi just out, currently rappelling up on the tower. Papo finishes Sushi off.
Flawless round coming out from NCB.
5-1
Fair.
MCB, doing a lot better than Goldcore did on their map right now. At least at the half.
If they're looking for the reverse maps, they're in pretty good hand right here. Only need 2 more on the attack, and can drop one to tie it.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
You know, I'm gonna go out and say it. I think Gold Core is not playing as good because they do not have Sushi on the shoot. Sushi has only played 2 out of the 6 rounds on the shoot. 7 now.
Loading the magazine.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Sushi on the shotgun pulse now.
Prepping needles.
Sushi is really just the definition of a support player, though. He just gives his team the comms, doesn't try to
5
get the
seconds
glory
to
for
insertion.
himself.
Deploying ATS.
Although he does like to get active on the shield sometimes, especially when he's playing the blitz.
Deploying ATS.
Is that a Cali coming out from skates?
It is.
Trying to do what Sushi did last round. But better.
Attackers coming in from the basement. Actually, never mind. I thought they were. Last I saw, they were going basement. Now they're just going. Now they're just going for the library. Sicko, not sure if he's trying to make a rotate or just head holes. Probably a rotate. A rotate, yep. Baron does finally find the drone. Sushi trying to get the pick on Gazebo, missed the shot. He almost had it.
That would have been an insane one tap.
Setting up a sequential breach.
He tried. Turn getting injured. Stealth finally first. Stealth finishing him off.
Deploying sensor.
You can see somebody top blue. 2 top blue. Finds one. Gets the pick.
Gets it.
Sushi gets the pick on the tracks for the trade. Seiko getting a pick on the Arendelle to even it out.
Deploying sensor.
Specs rotating up. Gets the diffuser.
Has been dropped.
Specs with another pick on the Flippy. Skates is outside. Do the defenders realize this? I don't think they do. They hear? They don't hear anything, actually. I thought I heard the rappel. Alright, they have a ping on the Specs, I believe. Specs dying to a Flippy seat or Claymore. He didn't really have to get aggressive there, but he did.
This is also very winnable now.
Attackers have recovered.
Saw him. Seiko trying to get the pick, misses the shot, skates. Ooh. Sushi does just have to drop below. He doesn't have to
15
fight this
seconds
here.
to go.
He
doesn't have the time right now.
keyboard though.
Tries to hip fire him.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
Seiko and
Attackers
skates
dropped the bomb
trade.
diffuser.
Seiko just trying to hip fire for the final kill. Eventually ADSing just to trade with skates.
We're opting to go back downstairs. I believe they lost it the first time they went there and didn't go back. Interesting to see the changes that are going to come out for
Defenders,
this one.
protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Cost with the Claymore W.
As long as he gets his cost, what's it matter?
AD is deployed and ready to go.
Because as we know, cost is the most comprehensive.
You can stop worrying about grenades now!
Bomb located by attackers.
Looks like MCB is going to do what they did the first time.
Does look
they
similar, no
attacked
glass.
Basement. No glass, but then again, it's
5 seconds
not
remaining.
very that viable with the sense nerf
Attackers
buff,
objective
however
is
you want to
defuse
look
the
at it.
bomb.
Sicko does have a smoke, so it is a little easier for them to deny plants, depending on if they know where they're planting. They should be able to at least figure it out a little bit. They have nothing to contest wall unless they go above. Which stealth is currently
Boogie out.
uses 2. I don't think either of them are going to be able to see wall from where he is, or from where they were placed. One of the attackers jumping in top floor, Flippy, probably looking to clear Spec. Spec's already backing off, at least a little bit.
It'll sting a lot.
Sushi with a pick onto Flippy.
Good start for Gold Core, taking out the top frag of MCB.
I believe they're trying to shoot him from the drone hole. Sushi not gonna be able to get this trick off. He is gonna take some damage from that and die from die from breach. Bappo and Arendelle getting a pick. Sicko trading it out for the man advantage.
Setting a sequential
The attackers have no smokes. Stealth taking a lot of damage from Specs. Stealth is just trying to take the above, but he's not going to be able to. Trax just holding the one angle that he can get through. Trax missing the shot. Specs with one pick on the Bappo. Just holding these angles. Specs gets some damage off onto him. Gets the pick on a Stealth. Skates really low. Specs finishing it off.
No, we will not see a reverse map right now. After that round.
Flippy, probably the most pivotal part of their plant. First to death on MadCuzBad.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Defenders going back to dining a site. I think they won pretty easily.
Bomb
This was
located by
the
attackers.
only site that they had won. They won it on the first round of the map.
First
And
try.
it was the only round that they had until 2 rounds ago. They could go flawless on these defensive quarters if they win this.
loading full magazine! Deploying jammer!
10 seconds remaining.
Oh, he's on!
If my math is right. And it is.
It is.
5 seconds remaining.
Which doesn't happen often.
You're all good.
It is for this time.
Reloading on ammo!
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
Mira again setting up late,
Calibrating air compression.
but this time it is Trax. Trax being 0-6 is uncharacteristic of him, especially on a map like Chalet.
He is having a rough map for sure.
I'm not sure his other Mira is. Does he have one in pocket? He does.
Maybe he's just gonna pull a Marley and sit in a corner and hold it. That would be peak
Specs
league gameplay.
getting first picked by Skates.
That is huge for MCB.
Skates playing the role of Sushi on this shield. C4 misses. Is anybody in bathroom to see this? No. Trash getting picked from the window. Turn trying to pick him off. Turn doesn't have anywhere to go. Blitz taking some damage, but not able to catch him off. Skates with another pick on the round. Arendelle just brimming out these stairs. They see him here. Skates dodging another C4. Sicko getting the pick on his Skates, but Stealth picking off Sushi. Looks like the attacker's kind of going for a main. Stealth trying to hold this. Sicko missing the shots. Bappa walked into sight. Currently planting, full flashed.
Attackers activating diffuser.
Misses the shots onto Stealth. Gets the headshot on one. Getting traded out by Flippy immediately. A lot better from their first attack on this map, or on this site.
That puts MadCuzBad on match point. Papo giving credit where credit is due.
MCB having a really good team performance while Goldcore really only relying on one person to do well, and if he
Attackers
dies,
need to locate and defuse bombs.
there's not much Goldcore really does to fight back.
Sicko's
Bomb
doing very
located
well
by
this map,
attackers.
but what's hurting Goldcore right now is Trax being 0-7.
Deploying welcome mat.
Trax is the liability this map. Last map for MadCuzBad, the liabilities were Arendelle and Bifo, but Arendelle having a much better game on this map.
10
And
seconds
Bifo
left.
obviously not here, being swapped out with Skates.
Laying out the
Currently
welcome
doing
5
better than
seconds to go.
Bifo did last
mat.
map.
Improvement time.
Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
Went for
Cheeky
a
little
run
dog
out,
run out.
tried to pre-fire but missed the shots.
I've got
The
him.
attackers bombed the diffuser
Arendelle
has
does
been
get a
dropped.
pick onto Sushi. Sushi first to die on another spawn peek actually on that main door.
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
It's him not being on shield. I'm saying.
Specs actually getting pre-fired on this window, not feeling safe to get the mirror window. Unless he already did, I'm not too sure. He did
What are your
not.
thoughts on the Iron Sight Vector?
It wouldn't be the first time I've seen it. I'm just not gonna comment on it. He's a big proponent that it works, so not gonna tell him no.
Not a fan. I'll tell him no. Not a fan.
I think he missed the mirror window. No, he didn't.
He gets it.
It did look a lot like it missed there, honestly.
Magnet's ready.
There are, I believe, 2 people holding this. Oh no, Stealth backed up. Okay. Attackers. Specs missing the bullets he needs to hit. Frost moves in. Specs gets the pick. Another one moves into the mirror window. He saw that move. Stealth with the pick on the window. Dies to turn. Turn almost getting another one, but Flippy reacting faster.
Attackers
Specs
recovered the bomb.
knows Flippy's here. Misses the shots. He knows where at least 2 attackers or 2 defenders are. He's going to be able to at least get one. He has to win this clutch to give his team a chance. They probably have an idea he's over here. Yes. Skates looking at it, dies to Specs. Immediately traded out by Flippy.
Through the wall.
Gold
I
Core, yes. Gold Core winning
Yep.
this. Or not Gold Core, my bad. MadCuzBad winning 7-3 on their map. 3-3 for both teams. They are going to stay really close to each other in these standings.
I'm not sure what the beefo hate is for, but okay.
I don't know if you read the Discord, but that's why.
I did not. I'm gonna go do that now.
Not sure if we are getting interviews. Give me 1 second. All right, looks like we got Mexican Stealth coming in. Eventually, at least. Oh, I can't drag. Oh, I can drag. Did not.
Yo, hello. How's it going?
Welcome in, Stealth.
Hey, man.
Welcome.
All right, so
Woohoo.
difference between map 1 and map 2. What do you think it was?
Mental. 100% mental. 100% mental, I'll tell you that much. 100% mental. The vibes for that first match, they weren't there, dude. If you guys did the whole jumping in comms while we were playing, you'd understand, but the vibes for that first one weren't there.
Yeah, you know, that's fair with Specs going 22-3 to end that map.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, hey, they bested us. That's all I could say really. So
It didn't
no
seem
hate,
like
all love.
it didn't seem like you guys were too ready for Border. Is Border not a map that you guys are comfortable with?
Border's not our go-to map, as you can see. Chalet has always been the map that we've bested people at.
You
And
did play very well on Chalet, especially you, Stealth. Did a lot better than your map 1.
hey man, ended the game 10-5. I had to show, bro. There's a lot of shit talking before the start of the game, so you know what? I gotta shut these guys up.
Any questions for him, Huggy?
I don't have
This is-
anything.
This is the most quietest interview I've ever had.
Sorry. I'm not good. I'm not good at coming up with questions.
Well, why
It's
not?
all good. It's all good. I mean, that's pretty much it, man. Mentality shifted. We got a new sub. Skates brought the vibes up. Shout out Skates. Ended up winning the game 7-3. We would have loved to win 7-2 like they beat us, but hey, we beat them 7-3. All good.
Yeah, you know,
Hey, a
you
win is
guys,
a win.
you guys are pretty similar in standings. You both went 3-3. You were going to stay really close to each other. Are you ready
Oh.
for playoff, Stealth?
Let's just hope playoff stuff comes out, man. I don't know, man. I'm trying my hardest to see if there's a playoff me in me.
I believe there is. I believe there
Oh,
is.
dude, when there's a will, there's a way. You never know. Always get surprised. All right, man. Well, that's all y'all got for me.
That's all I
Yeah.
got. Thanks,
That's
Stealth,
all-
for
I
coming
believe-
in.
Yes, sir. I'll catch y'all later. Love y'all.
Good luck for the rest
We'll see.
of the league. And he left before I could finish
He's
that
gone.
off. Well,
He wanted out of here. Are we getting one from Gold Core or
Trash said he will.
Okay. There he is. He's in general.
Yeah, I was about to tell him to join. Welcome in, Trax.
Howdy.
All right. Map 1, map 2 difference. What do you think it was?
Honestly, map 1, we had a lot of comms. Map 2, overconfident.
You know, you weren't playing against Beefo map 2. Playing against a
Yeah.
different person.
I know. We weren't playing against the burger. It's okay though. It's okay. No, honestly, I'm super sick, so I played terrible map 2. To keep the record fair, I was puking blood before game 1, and I still played. Just making that clear.
You're just built different.
I did.
No, I mean, honestly, I think the biggest difference was I played terrible map 2. You know, we weren't playing as a team. We were just overconfident. Like I said, you know, we dog walked map 1. You know, Specs dropped 22 kills and 3 deaths. A lot of overconfidence. We just went to map 2. You know, just thinking that we were gonna get another easy walk, and they definitely proved us wrong. So all we can really do is move on to the next week and just prepare a little bit better and just not, you know, be overly cocky and play as a team more.
Yeah, as we saw, so Border is your guys' map pick. Is that your go-to map this season?
Honestly, no. I mean maybe. I don't know.
Don't want to give
I
up the
honestly
strats.
don't.
I understand.
Well, it's not even that, right? Like, you know, we play on Nighthaven, we do fine. We play Border, we play fine. We haven't really played a whole different variety of maps. You know, it's usually Border or it's Nighthaven. We played Consulate once. I think we played Cafe once or twice. It's in this league, I've noticed there's not a whole variety of different maps played. At least like with the 2 teams I've played with, it's usually the same maps over and over again. And maybe that's the captain's fault, you know, comfortability. But I was hoping they'd pick Bank, all right, because it was Chalet, Border, and Bank left on the pool. I was hoping they'd pick Bank because we would have swept on Bank. That's all I'm saying.
They told me that Chalet is their first pick.
No, honestly, when I seen Border, Chalet, and Bank left on the pool, I knew Border and Chalet were gonna get picked. I picked Border, obviously. They picked Chalet. I knew there was a reason why they picked Chalet, and they definitely proved their reason on why they got Chalet. So, you know, it is what it is, man. They're a good team. They're definitely a lot more coordinated than the team that Flippy had last season. That's for sure. So props to them for getting a map on one of the better teams in the league, and you know, best of luck to them going forward in the season, and hopefully we see them again in the playoffs. Because I'm telling you, once the playoffs come, it's gonna be a completely different game.
You're for sure making playoffs. If you play like you did today, you know, maybe it's not a lock, but you're not always going to be sick.
Yeah, that is very true. But I mean, what we're like number 3, I think 3 or 4. We might be 5. I don't know. I don't
Y'all
pay
were
attention.
4 and 5.
I don't pay attention too much into that because then I feel like, you know, it kind of overwhelms you. We're number 4. We're actually right behind Flippy's team, so it'll
Yep.
be. Ooh. Honestly, I think we have the round differential on them, definitely. So we might still be number 4.
You did get +1 today.
Yeah, so I do think we'll stay ahead of them by 1 point yet again. So I don't know. It's too early in the season to tell. Obviously, there's another 4 weeks of playing. I think we still play Boondock Saints. We still play Bean Juice. I
You
think
already
we play
played your week 8
Sigmar's
game,
Tro-
didn't you?
This was week 7, wasn't it?
Yeah, I thought you played a game yesterday for week 8. Or not yesterday, like the day before.
Oh,
Monday.
was the last game week 7? You see, this is our thing, right? Like with Woolen friends, it was very uncoordinated how we played because we scheduled the game prior because Cax DM'd me and said we're just playing this day. And I was like, oh hell no, because 3 of my teammates can't play this day. So
Yeah.
I mean, if this was week 8, then what we got 9? Yeah, we still have 4 weeks left. I know we play LeBron James. We play Boondock Saints, Bean Juice. I don't remember the last team we play. But anyway, all jokes aside, best luck to everybody. I think the only teams that for sure can't make it are Will and Friends and Spicy Biscuits, unless a miracle happens and Spicy Biscuits like 7-0s, back-to-back maps for the rest of the season. Everybody else does terrible. But I don't know. I won't speak too far into existence. Anything can happen. Best luck to everybody, and
Are there any teams you're currently scared of playing against for the rest of your season?
um, scared of for the rest of the season? No. Scared of in general, I wouldn't say scared, but Pack of Smokes definitely has it together more than anybody else. They've been the number 1 team pretty much the entirety of the season after week 2. So very coordinated, very good team. We played them. They dog walked us, and I don't know. Hopefully, going into playoffs, if we do go against them in playoffs, we just lock in. We beat them. We shove them to the losers bracket, and if we see them in kind of like a repeat of last season, if we see them again in the finals, then we see them again. If we don't make it to the finals, we don't make it to the finals. I'm definitely more humble this season. After what happened last season, I kind of had to humble myself. So
All
But-
right. Well, that's all the questions I have for you, Trash. Not sure if Huggy has any. He said he's awful at coming up with questions, so probably not. But Huggy?
I had one. It had to do with Sushi's play on the second map. I don't know if you know where this is going, but Sushi is a very big Shield player, and on map 2, he only played Shield 2 rounds. Was there any
no, listen,
communication on that, or did he just not want to play Shield?
I don't know what was going on with Sushi, but when we were down, I think like 3-6, I told Sushi, or maybe it was 3-5 or 3-6. I said, Sushi, let's do our thing. I was gonna play IQ. He was supposed to play Blitz. I don't think he understood what I was going with. It didn't happen. I don't know. Maybe Sushi's really good at shields, but I don't know if there are just certain maps he's not very confident with shields. Maybe, and maybe Chalet is one of those maps, and that's why he didn't play shields as much, or maybe he wanted to more just like play for the team and not play for himself. Because I've noticed, when he plays Blitz, he plays a lot for himself, just trying to go for just solo aggression, kind of like what Specs does when he goes Ash. So maybe he was just trying to play more for the team. Maybe he was, I don't know. He's not a very big talker for the ones that don't know. He's a very quiet guy. He listens, but he doesn't say a lot. So I don't know. That's honestly a question I really can't answer. It's really only a question Sushi could answer. So if you find an answer, you DM me and let me know.
All right, it was just something I noticed from the first map. He played
No,
8
definitely.
rounds, 7 rounds, something like that.
Yeah,
Even some Clash, and
he's a shield man. I mean, Clash,
Yes.
Blitz, Blackbeard. He'll play Fuse Shield. Any shield, he'll go for it. So honestly, I don't know. Maybe that's just not a good shield map for him. We'll go with that answer.
works for me. That was all I had.
All right. Well, as you guys know, thank you guys for casting. We truly do appreciate all that you guys do for casting, as far as and stat taking and everything else. Shout out to Flippy once again for hosting the league and all the mods that do all their jobs. Thank you guys so much, and thank you guys for having me as an interviewee.
Of course, Trash. Thanks for coming in. Good luck with the rest of the season, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, see ya.
See ya.
All right, guys. Thank you all for stopping in for TBI League. That is the end of Week 7. I believe this was the Week 7 game. That or it was the last game. I'm not sure. Either way, we are finishing up Week 7, going right into Week 8. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. This is Embers.
This is Huggy. We'll see you next time.
See you next time. Bye.